100% didn't check if my source needed to be replaced for the stream camera, so we're gonna find out together right now if I need to redo it live on stream, which I've had to do like every other stream for the past month. So let's find out together. Yay, I don't have to redo it live. Excellent. I got distracted this morning, and so I literally just finished eating my breakfast right now while I was sitting here and posting the going live message, which is not how that usually goes. It's just I got distracted by a side quest. It's fine. But now I'm gonna feel frantic all day because I realized what time it was while I was in the middle of like hyperfixating on something and had to like scramble to finish everything. Yeah, see, usually I finish eating my breakfast an hour before I start stream. So like, yes, it is breakfast-ish time, but it's not the schedule for Friday mornings, okay? Hi everybody, how we doing? Hi Cap. Hi Parker, good to see you. Thank you for telling me that I hadn't switched the freaking screen. Such is the way, Parker. Hi Shani, good to see you. I'm also cold, and it's been snowing more, and it's just, I'm tired of winter. Can we stop now, please? For the love of God. Yeah. But one of my manufacturers is running a sale for something I've been considering adding to my shop for today. So I started working on getting those files set so that I could order it today, and then it was 45 minutes later and I didn't notice. So that's where we're at right now. And like it is a lot less expensive. Like it's a 40% off sale, so I need to get that if I want to try this out, so that if they don't work out, it's not going to be as big of a loss for me. Hi Felt, good to see you. But yeah. Just yeah. That's good, Parker. Okay, I need to pull up my reference image. I haven't done that yet. Good luck with work, Cap. I'll talk to you later. Ooh, my shoulder's fucked up too. That's great. Here. Okay. Deep breath. It's fine. But I think what I really need to do is, because I always, when I'm eating breakfast, I want to be doing work. Like, I want to be working on something so that I don't just feel like I'm sitting there. And also, I'm not good at eating if I'm focusing on eating. I need to distract myself so that I don't realize that I'm eating. I know this makes no sense. It's fine. But I need to, like, plan something out that I can work on while I'm eating breakfast Friday mornings, so that I don't end up making more work and getting distracted, because that's what's happened the last 2 Fridays. So that's a pattern that we can recognize and solve, hopefully.
Hey there, little mama. Let me whisper.
Hello. Hey, Cough. Good to see you. It's been a while. I said this last time, I need to bring out a cloth for my glasses, because all I've done is make them smudgy. Hi, Stars! Hello, hello. Good to see you, Cough. How's life been? How's tricks? Thank you, Shawnee. And hello, Shawnee. Did I say hi, Shawnee? I don't remember. You can have another hi. Okay. Is that any better at all? I A little bit. All right. Maybe I'm just not wearing my glasses today. I'm all over the place. It's fine. It's fine. I'll settle in and I will settle down and it'll be fine. But right now I'm feeling like really scattered and not in a good headspace. But that's just because I rushed myself because I didn't plan my morning correctly. So, yeah, it's been snowing here and below freezing for the past week and I'm really over it. Do you want some of the freezing weather? I'll share. Oh, yeah. Where? Okay. I left some of my paintbrushes in the other room. So you guys are going to walk with me. And I'm going to go get the paintbrushes that I actually want that I've also been using for a different project in another room. And I'm also going to remember to get a microfiber cloth and then I can clean my glasses. And then maybe I'll calm the fuck down. This is the problem with not getting to have like a real dedicated workspace. That I move things from place to place and I don't know where they are. That's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Oh yeah, fair. Oh, wildfires already isn't a good sign, Felds. I hope they aren't too bad. And hello. Did I say hello already? Yes, because you flopped it. Can you tell? Can you tell that I feel frazzled? Hey, DeSalto. Oh, yeah, I missed you. I'm sorry. I have so many purples in chat that I just scanned right over you. My bad. How you doing? Other than heartbroken because I didn't say hello to you right away.
Do you need to take meds? Get some water, some food? Take a break or a stretch? Please do so now. Thank you.
Yeah, we're very in the it's fine. Well, you're purple today, Parker. The same purple as Stars and DeSalto for me. Okay. I can now see out of my glasses. That's a step forward. Okay. So we're working on these today. Our little lovebirds. And we'll see how long I manage to stream because I do also have a headache today because we've been having barometric pressure shifts and I think I'm heading towards a migraine, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. This one is not going to be good for your eyeballs. Because it really is just red and green. Yeah, cough is dark green, I mean. Shawnee is teal. Geveld's is, like, I don't know. Kind of like an ocean blue is what I would say. Just a little muted for me. Hi, Diavra. Diavra's always orange. Oh, you are yellow now, DeSalto. Thank you. I don't know if you really just did that for me, but dang it. Oh, interesting. I am using a popped out Twitch chat. Interesting. Because you kind of match your sub badge for me, Phelps. So that probably just means that if it's different for everybody, it probably just means you don't have a set color, so Twitch will randomly shuffle it. Yeah. So the app that I use or not the app, the program that I use to suck down Twitch chat is different than actual Twitch chat, so it will change the colors sometimes. So, and Twitch chat itself, if you don't have a set color in your like personal settings, it will just pick a random one of the default colors for you. Yeah. And it like every time, like if you refresh chat, it'll change the color. Okay. Remember that we had to fix this, and that's why that looks a way that I don't like. Because we, like, forgot his little drumstick, and so his foot looks really funny. So we gotta recarve that back out so that it doesn't look quite so silly. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. But that's part of the reason why I have my name color the color that it is because it's like different from pretty much everyone else, and it's not the same color as any of the stream bots that the like my usual streamers that I watch use. Because I've noticed, especially because I'm a mod in so many channels, if I have the sword and my name color is similar to one of the bots, I get skipped over a lot because people just assume I'm the bot, which is totally understandable and I get it. But so I ended up with like a kind of corally cantaloupe color. Which seems to be working pretty well. Like, some people still skip over my messages, but that's just how streaming works. Yes, you are now like nice muted blue for me, Parker. Similar to what Kveld's is today for me. Yeah, see, so for your color cough, part of the reason for that, at least on my end, is because I don't have the readable colors on, which means, and I use dark mode. So it means that your color is so dark that I can't actually read it. I just know who you are because I know that I can't see your name, and you're the only one in chat whose name I can't see. But with the like, Twitch has an option to turn on readable colors in chat, which changes it so that the colors that are deemed unreadable, which aren't always unreadable, but Twitch automatically changes them to a different color so that you can read them. But I don't like that because I like seeing everybody's colors, you know? So I leave it off and I suffer sometimes, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fair, Parker. I have Prime, which means I get to pick whatever color I want. But if you don't have Prime, there's like a set list that you can pick from, which Twitch has expanded over time, but I don't think they've added any new ones to it in a while. Okay, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I maybe should have written down what colors I was using last time, but it's fine. Oh, that's nice, yeah. I am gonna end up doing like a whole wash over this, I think, near the end to like soften out these feather textures a little bit. Because they do look good, but I think they'll look better if they're chilled out a little bit. I think I was using like a blue tinted green for some of the shadows in the darker section. If I remember correctly, we'll see. And if I wasn't, then that's what we're using now. Yeah, my favorite color is like the minty green that my name used to be, but it's so similar to like Streamlabs and Stream Elements that people kept skipping over me, so I changed it. Ooh, exciting! Have fun and good luck. Thank you for the alert. Okay, I remember that I wanted to use a smaller brush to do the feather details there. I recall this vaguely. I do definitely need to work on their eyes because they look so dead right now, and I know it'll look way better once I shade in the eyes correctly. Oh, that's cute, Diabra. I love that. I do really like orange, just in general. But my two favorite colors I did for branding colors. So the kind of lilac-y color and the mint green. Hey, Coconut, good luck. I do think doing like a bluer tinted green for the darker green here and then continuing with like the yellow tinted on the belly is the call here. I do also need to mess with the texture in the magenta, which I think we're going to end up shading that with purple. Might mess with the beaks a little bit more, but I think I want to render everything else that's around it first to see if I'm still happy with those or not. Let's see, I think this is probably the color I was using for that. It's still sitting here on my palette, just as a guess. As I went, I think I might have gone like a bit too saturated right off the bat with this base color for their rosy little cheeks. The shading it is gonna take some work, but that's okay. We'll get there. And the good thing about all these colors is that shading them with blue makes sense for all of them, which is great. Morning, Sleepy. How you doing? Thank you, Shawnee. Whatever. Oh, good. We like it when people take care of themselves. For sure. Do I remember what colors I mixed to get this? I think I probably do. Let's find out. I'm guessing I just did magenta and then a shit ton of Prussian blue. Not that much Prussian blue. Calm down, girly. What's the point of a game if you don't get to get distracted by side quests? Like, yeah, okay, that's about the same. Cool. That's so valid. But do you really need to finish a game to appreciate it? I say no. Okay. We're on the right track, I think. Oh. It looks like a fucking winter wonderland outside, and I'm kind of pissed about it. We've got like the bright blue clear sky, and every single tree is absolutely covered in snow. Everything's so sparkly and beautiful, but it's fucking April. Can we stop? I don't want any more snow. Well, then why do you live in Alaska, Katie, you might ask? I didn't choose to move here. I may have chosen to stay here, but... Yeah. We are exactly at freezing today. Is it Graham? It is Graham. Hi, Graham. I'm doing a stretchy, doing a hiking. That's so valid, Feltz. Honestly. Yeah, it's 31 here. 31 Fahrenheit. Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment? So, yeah. We're like right at freezing. I think we get all the way up to like 2 degrees above freezing as the high today. Yeah. Doing a stretchy. Ugh. Doing a sippy. Hi, how you doing, Graham? Oh, nice, Sleepy. Yeah, I figured you were still in the sludge, but we still like you when you're in the sludge, so. That's something nice about myself. Something nice about myself. My brain is like going through a Rolodex of things that I know that aren't good enough, which is not accurate. Perhaps it's just a brain day. Let's see. How about I'm really excited about the sticker design that I started doing for the June Sticker Club sticker. I can show you guys what I have so far if you want. But I'm really pleased with the idea, and it's kind of a pun. Which I'm also happy about. It's not like a directly obvious pun, but I think anybody who grew up as vaguely queer or like aware of that in the early 2000s will recognize exactly what pun I'm making. Yeah, we'll just carry around Grim like axolotl in a bucket in Minecraft, except it's a bunny in sludge. You guys want to see? You guys want to see? So this is the start. I do want to change the rope again. I'm not super happy with this side. But these, yeah, exactly, a bundle of sticks. The colors aren't going to stay the same like this. Each of the sticks is going to have a different pride flag on it. If you want to know which pride flags I'm including, you can see my scratchy ass little note here. If you can read any of that. But I did them in different colors just so that I could arrange them in a way that you could actually see all the different ones enough. So I could figure that out, and then there'll be just some, like, other random ones filling the background. But yeah, this is going to be the sticker clip sticker for June, which would be Pride Month. Yeah, my writing is usually better than this, but I didn't use the right pen that has the right streamline settings for it to actually read my handwriting correctly, so it gets a little messier. But yeah, I do like half cursive, half print. You can see here too when I did the color names here. Everything's connected. But yeah, so that's gonna be the thing for June, and I'm excited and pleased with that. Because I was thinking on that like really hard. I wasn't sure what I was going to do because I want to get it printed and packed before I go in for surgery so that I don't have to worry about it. And which means that I'm working like multiple months ahead at this point. So I have all of the stickers printed and packed for May, and I'm hoping to get the June one done this month too. I've been working really far ahead just so that I have like some extra wiggle room with stuff. Which is good and smart, and it'll be great. I also finished cleaning my room yesterday, so I don't need to worry about like tripping over my own stuff while I'm recovering. Next step is cleaning my bathroom, because I need to use a snake in the drain in my bathtub because it hasn't been, well, it's never drained correctly since we moved into this house. But I think I got a electric snake to run through the drains, so that hopefully that will help a little bit, and then it will be less of a slipping hazard, and it'll be great. Because I don't want to, like, nobody ever wants to slip in the shower, right? But you especially don't want to slip in the shower when you have 4 different incisions in your stomach, right? Like, I feel like that's just obvious and like basic knowledge. That's the next step, and then I think I'm mostly prepped. There are a couple of like little things I need to do closer to, but yeah, because I have slipped pretty bad in the shower once, and I actually think I showed Grim the bruise from that one, because it was pretty impressive. But part of the problem with an older house is that the drains are also older, which means they're not very good at their jobs, which is not their fault. They have not been properly maintained, but yeah, it's so scary. Especially, like, my shower is really narrow because it's one of the old school bathtub ones, so it's very skinny. And the sliding doors have handles on the inside. And I definitely fell into one of those handles when I slipped and gave myself a god-awful bruise. It was the worst. Yep. I feel you on that. Yeah, it's really scary. Like, it's just one of those things that's just like, no fear, one fear kind of thing, falling in the shower. And like, usually I'm pretty good about my balance and stuff, but some days it's just not great. Oh gosh, Sleepy, yeah. If you would be rending that thing asunder. Yeah, I have like sliding doors on mine, so one is a mirror and one is just like frosted glass. So if I fell into that, like if I fell into the doors, it would be really bad because at least one of them would shatter. I'm sure of it, because those are the like shower doors that came with the house, and this house was built in like 1971. So not something I'm looking forward to. which is why we're going to avoid it entirely. Yeah, I have a like grip mat, but because of how bad the drain is, it's really not doing its job properly, which is not its fault. But again, I need to just clean the bathtub and snake the drain, and then it will be better. Because I do have like an extra, like little, I don't know what that's called. What is that called? An extra little drain cover that I have on top of it, because the style of drains that we have in our bathtubs in our house, they don't have like the actual cover over the top, which means like everything just goes right down the drain, which is not great if you have a lot of hair like I do. You're gonna cheat, Grim. Cheat for what? Cheat how? Are you ordering food? That would be my guess, based on what I know about you. Yeah, exactly, Sleepy. Like, I have so much hair. Like, it's not that the hairs themselves are very thick. It's more that I just have, like, a lot of them. And I'm sure that whoever was taking care of the bathroom before we moved in was not doing a great job either. Because we have had a lot of plumbing problems in this house. Oh, I don't think that's cheating, Grim. Oh, that reminds me, I should go and look at the lore so that I can build up my character a little bit better. Because I have ideas, but I have not solidified much at this point. I know I want her to have eye tattoos. Oh, really? Oh, it must just be... We must just have access to your other world's lore then. Because there is a lore channel that I can see. I assumed you were going to do it in the same world. Oh, okay, gotcha. Got it. I misunderstood. But yeah, I don't think using your own prep for another game is cheating. Just throwing that out there. Okay, cool. I do need to buckle down on that a little bit, I think, at some point. We can hang out and work on it together sometime, Stars, if you want. Gotcha. Cuckoo. Yeah. It's almost like you're a really good and creative DM who makes their friends feel comfortable, and so we all want you to DM for us. Yeah, exactly. It's not cheating. If that's how we're qualifying cheating, then I cheat on all my art. Which I think that you would sass me about saying that, so. Get love, nerd. I don't know exactly what it is about this song in particular, but it really, to me, has ABBA vibes. Hey, Tomato! Yeah, totally fair, Grim. Thank you, Shawnee. What'd you get? Oh, Ace and or Demi. What do we think? How you doing, Tomato? How's tricks? Oh, that also reminds me that ACS put out a new album that I should listen to at some point. Well, I'm gonna have like a lot of extra free time next week, kind of. Maybe I'll do it then. Thank you, Shawnee. I know you think that, Grim. Okay, I'm gonna want to go a little bit darker up top, but I need to let that dry first. What else do I want to do? I think adding texture to the tail feathers is good. Oh yeah, good luck with work. I want to make a bunch of this. Like, does it make a big difference? No. Does it make me feel better? Yes. You okay there, Spotify? I guess I should be asking if my laptop is okay. It's probably not Spotify's fault. Thanks. We're getting there. I guess I was using this color before too. That's why I have it out here. Thinking ahead, who's that? Another snom. Another snom. What was that one? Non-binary? I think I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Which I think is accurate for our Shawnee. Non-binary. Yep. And I really need to work on getting like a gaming PC set because I have people keep asking me to do like co-streams with them for gaming stuff, and I'm like, I cannot do this. I'm sorry. My laptop will not handle that. I also just like want to play games. It would be nice to have a stream where I'm not like working, you know? Because like every stream I do is working and thinking and hard on my poor little noggin. I think I would be more likely to stream more often, one, if I had a space to do that where I wasn't like in the way, and two, if I didn't have to be working all the heckin' time. Yeah, and that isn't to say that, just to head that off at the pass, I don't think any of you are going that direction. But not to say that people who stream games are not working, but it's definitely a different brain level to play a game and chat with people than it is to be making every decision all the time forever while you're trying to talk to people. It's a little different. But yeah, it would be fun to just, I don't know, dick around on Animal Crossing or something with y'all. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like, I don't know, there are some games where, like, making decisions isn't that bad for me. So, like, doing sticky business or something is fine. But doing art where I need to like be thinking and working the whole time, like I work slower when I stream, but it's also like enrichment to hang out. Like, yeah, and I tend to not like games that have a timer in general because they stress me out because I get distracted because I have distraction of the brain disease. Um, so I tend to not like anything that has like timed reactions and stuff. Like the game that I played the most that has like any sort of timed reaction like that is probably Minecraft, and for the most part I just hang out around my base or go with my boyfriend so that he can attack anything that attacks me and I can just go about my silly little tasks and not worry about it, you know? And I guess I do Wilmot's Warehouse a fair amount, but that's like slow, like small bursts of paying very close attention and then not paying attention. So it's different. But for the most part, I just enjoy like a chill puzzle game kind of vibe. That would still be fun to do with you guys. I have like a lot of games piling up too, because I keep getting new games, which is like that's how it works. You buy a bunch of new games and they sit in your folders, and you go, oh, I should play that sometime, and then you don't. But I also have a problem where like if a game that I was going to buy anyway has like a pack with other similar games, I'm like, oh, well, let me just get all of these then. And then I don't really know what the other games are. So I never go, oh, I should play this. I just look at my library and go, what the fuck is this? When did I get that? So I just have like stacks of games where I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. Where did you come from? I did start playing Star named Eos a little bit ago, and I've been doing some of that on and off, which is cute. It's a nice little puzzle game. Love a little puzzle game. Yeah, that would be fun. And I will definitely replay some games when I get there because I have promised Tens that I will replay Valhalla and Coffee Talk once I start streaming games. Um, so I will definitely do that. And I think included with that one, I should also do Red Strings Club. Oop, have good lurks. Don't drown in the shower. We like to set achievable goals on this channel. Yep, don't do it. Red, it's Red Strings Club, plural, not singular. Um, has very similar vibes. It's another like make a drink for a customer kind of game, but it's very like dystopian and funky. So it's kind of in line with Valhalla, except you're altering people's emotions with your drinks. So you, in order to like progress the game correctly, you need to serve people the right drinks to get the information you want out of them, which is pretty cool. And I enjoyed it. It was a nice game. Again, very, very similar to Valhalla and Coffee Talk. But it's been a while. I only played that one once, because for Valhalla and Coffee Talk, I have them both on Switch and on Steam, so I played through them twice. But Strings Club I only have on Steam. I know words. But yeah, if you like those games, you should try that one too. But I think those, like, especially those games where there's like decisions you need to make, I think that would be fun to do on stream so that other people can make the decisions and we can like figure out the game together, you know? Oh, Shawnee, don't tell me that. What other titles are in there? Shawnee's enabling me. You guys see this, right? No, but legitimately, what other titles are in there? Because they might be ones that I want to play or should at least check out. Like, I shouldn't get the bundle if I already have a bunch of stuff that's in it, but there might be something else in there that I really want to play. Or it's possible that I already bought that bundle, honestly. Yeah, give us the bundle info. Oh, more than one bundle. Oh, that's something on my screen. That's not on the painting. Okay, good. We haven't messed with the stick at all either. That's something to do at some point. I do think that I want to take a little bit of like beige and do like a little stippling effect around the eyes. So like where the eye skin is. I'm also just gonna carve out this shape a little bit. Esther Quest. Monster Prom I've heard of before. I have not heard of Esther Quest. But Monster Prom is mostly like a dating sim, right? If I remember correctly. Which I have played some of those, but I haven't been particularly drawn to them lately. Essays of Empathy. Gods Will Be Watching sounds familiar too. There we go. That's a better eyeball shape. Interesting. I'll have to look at those. I haven't been playing as much games. Like, I've been reading a lot more lately versus playing games at bedtime. But I am going to have, like, a lot of time to play games at bedtime for, like, a week and a half soon. So, and actually, I'm making this excuse. You guys are going to go with me on this, okay? You're going to support me in this excuse that I'm telling myself because it's real, okay? But it would be good for me to stock up on some games in prep for recovering from surgery, right? Because that's a good thing that I can use. I can use my little Steam Deck. I can lay down in bed. If I fall asleep with the Steam Deck on my chest, it's fine, you know? So clearly I need more games to you know, encourage myself to rest up. Yeah, exactly. You guys get it. I just said that I wanted to do some stippling there. Let's just do that right now before I fully render the eyeballs. Yeah, exactly. And like, I know I've said this before on stream, but I'm excited for Fantasy Life, but that doesn't come out right away. I think that comes out on like the 20th. So I have like almost a whole week to fill before Fantasy Life comes out. I'm thinking, in general, games require a lot less brain power from me than reading does. Well, the kind of things that I like to read, I guess I should specify that. Because I tend to read pretty hefty books. I do have some holds that should be coming through in my library at some point here. Ew. Where did I just set that? Right there.
From the dust, 143, one fell in the circle of the world like a flower buzz. A million marble mouths all blinking.
Okay, that feels better. It feels like less boring white. That would be great, Shawnee, if you don't mind. Like, if it's not a pain. I did take a screenshot so that I could look at those game titles. Okay. I was doing this color combo for the feet. Let's work on our feet a little. While I wait for the area around the eyes to dry.
So the lights start screaming. 7-inch steel bow fed to the head. Now it's then and I am now bound to forget. The devil wears a cotton dress over his gun. Jagged mumbles, wispy warbles rushing in the sun. Come a little closer. Same as the last. Megalomaniac cut my tongue. Better watch you.
I think maybe I managed to get a painkiller into me soon enough that I will not be too affected by the migraine. I can still feel it in my neck, but like my neck is a bastard anyway, so. Thank you, Shani. I do want to use some like actual black to outline those a little bit more, but I should wait until that's dry. Don't do it yet. Ugh. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what side quest I got focused on, did I? I like vagued about it, but didn't actually tell you. I was working on designing some postcards this morning. So yeah, the steamy shower is always good for that for sure. At least for me, that always helps a lot. I also tend to I think I posted about this on Tumblr before, but I tend to I have like a shower playlist for when I'm feeling stuffed up that I sing along with, and it goes from low to high and then back to low again, like voice range wise, because it like shakes everything loose and makes it just easier to vibrate all the goo out, you know? It's one of the things, and I'm talking like this today actually because I'm kind of stuffed up. Because one of the things when you're feeling stuffed up, you tend to talk lower in your chest because your sinuses are full, so you don't reverberate as well through your sinuses, through your skull holes, if you will. So you tend to talk lower in your chest, which actually doesn't help, because if you're congested, the vibrations will actually help like shake stuff loose. So if you can convince yourself to do like a higher voice when you aren't feeling well, it can help. I'm gonna end up doing a white ink highlight for the eyes just because they're so little. Yeah, that's fair, Shawnee. I know, like, I don't know, I don't have a problem with my voice specifically, but I know, especially around gender stuff, like, how your bass voices can be, like, really hard to deal with. That's totally fair, Felds. Yeah, my family has bad sinuses. So we have a bad time with our sinuses in general. My chest is usually fine. It's usually my sinuses that are the issue. So the printing company that I would use for postcards, because I use them for like my thank you postcards that I include in my orders and stuff, is having a sale today on a lot of things, but also postcards. For 40% off, which is a good deal, and means that I could get like a little test run of postcards to try out, because I did post like a little poll on Tumblr last week, question mark, asking if people still use postcards, and I think the general consensus is that people tend to use postcards when they're visiting someplace. And the other reason people get them is for like a little mini print, which I think I'm gonna get regular mini prints when I order prints, just because those seem popular and like accessible for people who want art but don't have a lot of extra money, which like is all of us at this point, I think. But so I was working on getting like a postcard back set, which meant that I kind of fell into a hole of looking up what USPS requirements are for a postcard. And I discovered that if I had gone with the size that I was thinking, it wouldn't have counted as a postcard and people would have had to pay extra postage. So I'm glad I looked. But I'm thinking I'm going to do the moose painting and the seal painting as postcards to test stuff out. Those are the same designs that are going to have greeting cards coming soon as well. But those are both like Alaska art, so I think that if people are looking for postcards that are like from the destination, that'll be good. But this company also does pretty small minimum orders, so I can not get stuck with a million postcards if they don't work out. But I do think that they do well in like in-person stuff up here, and there are a couple coffee shops and stuff that sell little like consignment stuff from artists that I'm thinking maybe I'll make like a goodie bag and go talk to them over the summer if I can about getting my stuff wholesale in there. Hopefully that'll work. We'll see. But those would be a good addition for that. And the moose and the seal I already have corrected because I did the greeting cards for, so the file is already ready. I just need to make the back to order those today before the sale ends. So that's what I got distracted by working on this morning, and why I was almost late to my own stream. But if there's another design that people really think should be a postcard, you should let me know, because I might be able to get that prepped and sent in today. Because I do know people really like the iris that I also did the greeting card of. But I'm thinking I could do like a little, in my shop I could do a pack with a greeting card and a postcard of the same design. I don't know, so you can like keep the postcard for yourself and send the greeting card or something. Just seems like a thing. Like a little mail pack, you know? Actually, that's not a bad idea to expand on. Actually, I'm thinking like a little pen pal pack kind of a thing, where I send you like a couple stickers to seal your envelopes, and I don't know, just like a treat sticker or something. I could pretty easily make some little stamp stickers that you could use that aren't the Alaska ones that are going to be like for a specific thing. But yeah, I keep getting distracted by business stuff a lot, especially in the mornings, because like I said, I don't want to focus on eating because I don't like eating. So I tend to like ignore my breakfast. unless I have like a task that I can do while I'm eating breakfast. But then sometimes the task is not good to do while eating breakfast, and then I just end up super focused on it. Which is what happened this morning. I'm sure the meds that I'm on don't help because they are like an appetite suppressant, and I have them at the beginning of my breakfast, so sometimes I kind of just like wander off in the middle of breakfast because I stop having an appetite. Let's see, what else? I think that I need to work on fanning the magenta out a little bit so that it doesn't look quite so, it looks a little more natural, you know? And yes, is a technical term. But I think just working on getting some like feather shapes out from there would be good. Man, I'm just gonna start thinking about all of the things that I need to do. I also want to get a washi tape set, which is gonna be, I'm gonna need to look and see if there's a US manufacturer I can use, because the one that I had picked out is in China, which isn't ideal, but as like, I'm not even a small business, I'm a micro business. As a micro business, I gotta take what I can get in some of these cases. Because any company that has like a big minimum order is dangerous for me. Yeah, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little business guy trying really hard. But I do have the duck washi tape that I want to get set, and I did start working on that file. Actually, maybe that's what I should start doing in the morning, is working on those files, because that one isn't like so intense that I like lose myself in it. So perhaps we have come up with a solution right now together, chat. But there are other ones that I want to do too. Because I was thinking about doing one with the stuff from the So Busy sheet, because I think that one would be cute. But I think if I do that, that's this sticker sheet here I show you. Because I think that would be cute with like the scissors and the sewing stuff, and because I want them to be a repeated pattern, because I don't like the ones where it's just like a pattern with an obvious endpoint. Those are ugly and they're more difficult to use. But I do think that if I do that, I want to do a second pair of scissors that are open, so that it's like one that's closed and one that's open, so that it looks like it's cutting, you know? Sorry, I had to sneeze. I did mute in time for that, I think. And I think the little buttons and stuff would be cute, but there are some of those that I would want to do new art for, I think, because I've gotten better at art since I did that. But I don't know what the right call is for like quantity orders. Like, what's the best way to make it so that I'm paying the least amount of tariffs? That's all I have to say about it. You know. But that is something I get to think about now, so thanks for that, people who voted. And actually, I don't remember if I mentioned this on stream last time. The company that I got my greeting cards from just upped their prices too because of that. So I ordered at the correct time. I am going to need to think about what the new price would be for how I price the greeting cards, because I don't want to have to like raise the price suddenly since I haven't put them out yet, you know? I love having like 35 different more math problems to think about as a small business owner. That's my favorite thing in the world. And I'm really grateful for politics for giving me the opportunity to practice my math skills. We're just going to go with that and pretend like it's an actual positive, okay? Ah. But I guess the company that I was going to get washi tape from also does the sticker books that I know that I like, because I know that's where Lib got theirs done, and those ones are nice, so I like the quality level of them. So I need to think about that too. If it's cheaper to just do one big order, then that would be good. But I need to actually look into what the changes are in order to figure that out. Because it used to be that any order under $600 wouldn't get charged tariffs, which I think is not the case anymore. But I could have easily done less than $600 worth of merch, because I'm baby. I'm so small, and I have little money, so you can imagine the kind of stress I'm under. Okay, I think we're on the right track. Yeah, for real, Shawnee. That's a good one. I don't know, like it's already difficult enough to run small business, but when you have like constantly shifting rules that make no sense and don't actually help anybody, it's like extra bullshit. And from people who claim to care about small business, which is a lie. Like I think most of us here are aware that is just a straight up lie. We care about American businesses. Then stop fucking me over. Please and thank you. Think about what you're doing. But it's not actually about me. It's about the big boys who want more tax breaks and stuff. So, and who can actually like afford to take the hit from tariffs. Although they won't. They will pass that on to the consumers and then make more money off of it. Because that's what they do. We love it. This isn't transparent at all. We have no idea what they're doing. Grumble, 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 grumble. It's just like so many other things to think about. The print company that I want to do is in the US, and so is the greeting card company that I do. So that shouldn't be too bad. Like they do need to probably up prices for the paper that they're ordering. But yeah, just can we not, please, pretty please. Also wild to me to see a bunch of people who voted for this bitching that they didn't know what tariffs are. Like, that's your fault. You're supposed to research before you vote. Like, if you don't know what you're voting for, then perhaps you should figure out what you're voting for before you vote for it. Just a thought. And I get that I, as a voter, go above and beyond what other people do because I, like, research everything. Like, I look into every single judge that I'm voting for, if they should be retained or not in my state, which is not what people normally do, but I do that. Because if I'm voting to have somebody there, I want to know what they're doing, you know? And voting on which judges is kind of important because that's who is going to be making your laws or saying what is unlawful. And that's kind of important. Yeah, like tariffs are not some deep mystery. It's very easy to figure out what they are and what they mean. But people don't like doing that. They will just believe what somebody tells them, which is not good. And that's how the propaganda machine stays alive. Yeah, sure is. Yeah, I manage it sometimes, but this is my house. So if I want to stand on a soapbox and feel tall for a minute, I will. And to be fair, I do definitely jump on the soapbox in other people's streams too. I'm just like this. Like, everybody should have the information they need to make an informed decision, and if you don't have that, I will help. Not that you should believe me. Do your own research as well, please. But I will definitely throw some info at you. Yeah, that's fair, Shawnee. I figured that if I'm doing something that the streamer doesn't want me to, they will tell me. And generally speaking, I'm pretty good at, in those instances, saying, if you don't want me to keep going on about this, I will not. So just let me know, kind of a thing. But I also am just loudly opinionated, and have been since I was small. And honestly, it's working for me. I have made a lot of friends by being loudly soapboxy. So, Yeah, I think the thing is, especially for like the streams that I hang out with, I'm very articulate. And I tend to have especially in writing, I think I do a very good job at explaining something in a way that isn't outrightly aggressive. So more people are willing to listen to it. And that isn't to say that I don't sometimes get aggressive, because I absolutely do. But a lot of it is just because I grew up in a college family and went to college for history. I am good at explaining these things in a way that feels very backed by authority, I guess. And I don't mind explaining things to people. Like, if you don't know something and you want to know something and I know something, then I'll tell you. Like, I think that's great. If you're curious to learn something and I can help you learn it, we're going to do that. Because you only know what you know. And if you're curious enough to learn and expand your worldview, I will help you with that. Because that is an important part of staying relevant and compassionate. Which I also think is not really the vibe of the internet anymore. Or if it ever was. I guess there's arguments either way for that. Need to not forget to do the stick. I think I'm gonna add like a little bit of yellow tinted pink for some of the highlights on these feathers. And here, like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like that. may end up using that color to go over the top with. Is that kind of vibes. Okay, I do think I need to darken up these feathers here a bit. And I think just doing a wash of like a bit of a slime green, if you will be good for that. Like right through here. So those are looking a little bit too light, I think. I think doing the wash over this is probably the next step for the actual feathers. So, you also probably want to futz with the background some more. I think that's closer to the color I want. I want to do that over here too, because that one is also pretty light. But yeah, those are things that I would like to bring to my shop at some point. But we'll see. The print company I have is in the US, so that's next on my docket when I have enough money to do it. Which I don't think is this month, unfortunately. I was hoping to do it this month, but well, it depends on when I get the rest of that greeting card money, like the because the reason I did the greeting cards in the first place was because I got a custom order. So I got half of that up front too before I ordered the cards, and then the other half I'll get before I mail them. So if I get that, I can probably this month I can probably order prints, and then I can, you know, work on packing them and getting the listings and stuff set. And one of them I am going to do hand embellishments on because it's got metallic in the original painting. So that'll take a little bit extra time. And they'll cost a little bit more for that, but I think it'll be nice. That's the heart one we did for gold a while back. Do I have that sitting here? I think I do. Yeah, this one. So I'm gonna get prints of these guys. This guy, I guess. And then the gold is metallic. So on the actual print, I'm gonna put a like wash of the metallic color over the top of the print, so that it's actually shiny when you get it. Because I don't think just like a plain yellow for that is the right vibe, you know? Okay. Let's work on the wash for the tum-tums here. I do like this feather texture we have, but I think it needs to be mellowed out a little bit, which I think just doing a wash over it to get the color more to a place that I want will get that vibe, and we'll still have like that texture underneath, which will help. Like that. I might end up doing more yellow on top of it too for the tummies. Maybe we'll do an opera pink over the magenta just to lighten it back up a little bit. Still need to mess with the eyes some more, and I still need to do the branch, and if I want to mess with the background, I still need to do that too. We do need to deepen up the rosy color behind them. Maybe I'll make the rest of the heart there kind of more towards the natural color of the rosy cheeked lovebirds, because this color is much more purple than what the natural color is. So maybe I'll make kind of like a reddish pink in the background so that it doesn't blend in too much, but still gets the vibe across. But first, let's do opera pink here with some yellow. I think I probably could, if I wanted to, differentiate a little bit more where their chests meet so that it was clear that one of their feathers was in front and the other was in back, but I think I like it better if it's kind of just like they form into one, you know? That's kind of the point. You make one heart. Exactly, they do smush. Oh, I can probably turn this light off, huh? If it will let me. Yeah. Since it's snowy outside and we just got cloud cover, that's why it was so bright. We've got nature's light diffuser outside because I've got like a window right there, so it gets a little bright. But yeah, I think that's a good color. I think working on the branch, and then I think I might add a layer of yellow over their tummies. I could actually stand to deepen up some shadows right through here so that this side matches a little bit better. I also still need to work on the eyes, and I think adding a layer of brown to the feet, because they do feel really desaturated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But first, let's fuck with this branch a little bit, huh? Because maybe I'll like the feet better once we have more brown in the branch, because I just have like the base color there right now, so. Mood, Shawnee. I really do miss wired headphones, honestly. Yeah, I know which ones you mean. I will say that I am really tired of everything being Bluetooth. Just in general. Like, just let me use the thing that I bought, okay? Like, give me the headphone jack back. We were friends, and you took her from me. Okay. Maybe this guy. No. Ooh, you are about to fall off your stick. Trying to pick a brush that I can dry to get kind of like a dry brush bark vibe. Oh yeah. Doing dry brush with watercolor is always a bit of a task. So. There we go. Yeah, I miss when things were actually made to last at all and not made to make me buy a new one in 2 years. It's like, it used to be you could, whatever it is, the Grimes boot thing from Terry Pratchett, where it's like you could buy a good pair of boots for $50 and have it last for longer than, the $5 that you got, $5 boots that you got or whatever. But that just isn't the case anymore, because they realized that if they made something good, you wouldn't buy it again because it would last. So now we just get shit all the time, and it's impossible to find anything that's good. It's great. We love capitalism. It's working great for us. Yep. Mm-hmm. And just like the amount of garbage we produce doing it this way is like so wild. Like, it's not sustainable in any way, shape, or form. And yet we are still praising the line go uppy god that nobody wants. So real. Nice. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. And like, I don't know if it would be easier to deal with if I didn't realize what was happening. Because being aware of history and looking at what we're repeating and what we're not repeating, maybe if I didn't know that, it would be a little bit easier to endure. Because I could just be ignorant and not think about it, Yeah. Can we not? Apparently we have to. Nobody asked me, though. I wouldn't do this to you guys. If I was in charge of the world, it would run differently. And I would also be really stressed out and cry all the time because that's a lot of responsibility and decisions. But, you know, maybe we could make it not suck for 5 seconds. Or at least suck differently. Mix it up a little, you know? Man, my computer is really chugging today. I wonder what thing I didn't ask it to run is going in the background. Yes. 100% agree, Shawnee. You can put both feet on that and just go if you want to. Oh, I'm on Mac, so it's at least not a Windows update. But sometimes it will, like, want to update an app in the background, and it won't, like, how do I explain this? It has, like, a little window that pops up. And so it has, like, a little thing running, like a program kind of running in the background where it's like, oh, do you want to update this? Even if I click no, and it will keep running until I update the things. So it's possible that there's one of those hanging out in the background that I don't know about yet. Which is exactly as frustrating as it sounds. But I do know that the software for my webcam updated when I opened it today, so that might be part of it too. But who knows? Which again, remember when things worked and you had like real decisions that you could make that meant something? Like when you said, no, I don't want to update this, it listened to you? And it didn't like force you to do it? Remember? Do you remember? Because I remember. That's actually why I switched streaming softwares, was because the one I was using didn't have an option to not automatically update, and every time it automatically updated, it ate my computer's CPU so bad that the streaming software would tank my frame rate because my laptop couldn't keep up with the like 350% CPU it was trying to run. Great program. It worked really great. It was so helpful. So that's why we're using OBS now. Which has its own issues, but, you know, it doesn't tank my computer quite as hard. Which is impressive, because she was not made to do this. You know what else I miss? We're just gonna rag on technology today. I miss CD and DVD drives. Like, yes, you can still get them and attach them, but like there's still spots in the like PC cases for them, but they're sealed shut. Just let me put it in there. That's what it's for. Give the computer her pussy back. Like, come on. Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. And sometimes they sang a beautiful song to us. Ooh, that went too far. I don't know. I get exactly why all these things changed, but I don't like it. tired of subscription services. I'm tired of having to say, not this time. I'm just tired. Okay, I think that branch looks pretty alright. I think I need a little bit darker right here. More pigment on these edges where I was being really careful. Okay. That seems good. I think messing with the eyes a little bit more is next on the docket. And maybe doing a wash of the yellow on the stomachs. Then I need to figure out the background. I think I'm doing a bigger wash over the top of that. And I don't know what color I want to do yet. Oh, I need to do in between their faces too. That's the other thing. Welcome back, Sleepy. And good luck with store when you get there. Well, I never did ask my brother if he would have time to pick that thing up. If I did an in-store pickup, I might ask him later if I remember. We love a Costco. I think I wanna.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
I was really excited. So I don't know if I ever said this, but I showed Sleepy for sure that I got some little food squishmallows when I went to Costco to get my eyes checked, because we have an optometrist in our Costco, and it's very cheap. So, but I got a little pack of little squishmallows that were all food, and I'm really excited because I put up that stuffy hammock yesterday, and now they're in the stuffy hammock, and it's great. I love it. So they're all put away and I get to look at them. Yeah, exactly. And I just really needed new glasses because I said this to the optometrist too. So I was like, he's like, okay, why are we getting an eye exam today? And I was like, because it's been ages and like my old glasses are suffering, because like the prescription isn't that bad. My eyes haven't changed that much, I think, but and that was proven correct. But the lenses in my glasses are cracking in the middle. And he like looked at my old prescription because I found it, so I had brought it in so that they could get that information. And he looked at it and he was like, well, yeah, they're 15 years old. And I was like, how dare you attack me this way? How dare you point out the passage of time? It's like, we know, but hey. I will say getting the glasses with the blue light filter seems to be helping me get a lot less headaches, so that's good. Right? I will encourage you all to go get your new glasses. So I have made a mild error right there. Actually, no, that slaps. We're leaving it. A little bit of leakage actually is adding to the shadows in a way that I don't need to think about very hard. We love that, actually. Okay. Yeah, those eyes look way better already. Yeah, I'll encourage you all to go to the eye doctor, because I went and then I was loud about it, and then Stars went and made an appointment. So. Yeah, only because I don't have your face, Shawnee. I mean, I wouldn't really scold you either. I think you know that. I would gently encourage you. I do think I want to do a wash on the background, but I'm not sure what color I want to do. Uh, just because it feels a little, it feels like it's drawing focus for me looking at it in person because of the pattern in the back. So I think doing like a wash to blur that out is the call. What color do I want to use though? Because I have this like green. I think if I do a light wash of that, that'll be good. But maybe I also want to mix a little bit of ochre in it, just so that it doesn't read the same as the back or the birds. I know words. Okay, don't come for me. I think doing like, yeah, like that is gonna be closer, but I'm gonna need to mix a lot of it because we're doing the whole background. I mean, if you can't see, it's gonna be hard to watch streams, Shawnee. Just throwing that out there. Like, you could listen, but you'll miss stuff because you won't be able to read chat. And, like, you can use screen readers for chat, but I will tell you that it is not a fun time for most people's chats because they don't think about that. Like, kind of khaki green here. Alright, have fun. Don't kill anyone. We like to set achievable goals here. I think I said that once already today, actually. I'd like it if the tape would stay so that this edge would look nice, but that's clearly not happening, so... Alright. Yeah, I'm sure we'll all see Sleepy later, because we all kind of hang out in the same spaces, you know. Ooh, I just put my hand in more paint. As you do. Well, as I do, for sure. There's a reason there's an emote. Yeah, Sleepy often streams on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Oh, speaking of, actually, I should mention this. Sleepy and I have another collab stream planned for April 19th. It will be 11 a.m. my time, which is noon Pacific. So if you want to hang out with us while Sleepy plays Sticky Business, that would be great if you want to come hang out. Again, that will be the 19th, which is a Saturday. Because Cap's gonna be busy, so I planned a social enrichment for myself to keep my my enclosure enriched so that I don't go insane. Yep, sticky bottoms. Let's go. I also just get along really well with Sleepy, so I do need to make sure that we don't go quite as long as we did for the trekking stream, because my voice hurt for like 3 days afterwards because I had talked so much. Because I really don't talk that much, like, ever. I'm not a particularly voice chat person in general. But we went for like, what, 7.5 hours on that trekking stream, so. Yeah. Yeah, I like hanging out with both of you, as a matter of fact. You're both cool. I'm glad we met, and I'm glad we're friends.
Just be careful, don't get familiar with the caving ground.
It's occurring to me that I have made this background the color that my family calls baby shit yellow. But I think it works, honestly. Yeah, I did go through like a lot of tea that day. Like every time we took a break, I went and made more tea with honey in it. Yeah, that'd be great, Shawnee. I'll hang out with you. Yeah, I'm pretty careful about it, and I just like tea, so I have a lot of it, and I have a lot of good honey hanging around because I also like honey in my tea. Well, I like any kind of sugar in my tea, but I do honey a lot. But one of the regular caffeine things I do in the morning is jasmine chunhao green tea with honey in it. So, a good mix. We also have the tea company that I use, they have like a version of throat coat tea that they have, so I was using that too. Yeah, I just really like tea, honestly. I made some iced tea earlier this week, and I pulled an ADHD. I'm usually really good about not doing this, but I was in the middle of something and turned my timer off. Like, I will go and get the tea to make it stop steeping after I'm done doing the thing I was doing. Guess how that went. So I really oversteeped my iced tea, and I don't like it because it's too tanniny, which is sad. I was excited for it, but my brother likes really oversteeped tea, so I've been telling him to go at it. Yeah, I'm usually really good about timers, but what was I doing? Oh, I was putting together furniture and like reorganizing my closet, I think is what I was doing. And so I was like in the depths. Okay, I think I'm going to do Opera Pink in the background for the heart. I want to let that dry a little bit more. I do think that I want to add, well, maybe I don't actually, because I think if I add more brown on the feet, it's going to blend into the background a little bit too much. So I think maybe I will leave that where it is. I say as I continue to mess with it. I think just doing like a little bit of saturation in the shadows will help here. Make it feel a little bit less flat. Yeah, I think that's better. I will have to try icing that tea again, and I think I'll add more peppermint into it. So the tea company that I buy from all the time, they let you do blends, like your own blends that you can sell to other people. And there's an artist that makes really good tea blends that I like, and she has them for the Hunger Games. And you guys know how I feel about my Hunger Games. So I went through like all of her Hunger Games tea and picked out the ones that I like. And one of them is Katniss. The Katniss mix is kind of like thin mints. So it's kind of like chocolatey and rich and then has some mint on it. So I was like, that'll be so good iced, but I oversteeped it. And I think that the mint relaxed a little bit too much when it was cold. So I think I need to add more mint when it's steeping, and that will help. Oh yeah. I don't know if I think I've sent Sleepy the site before. I don't know that I've sent Sleepy that specific blend, but I can pull up a link and put it in chat, probably. Yeah, this one. But all of her blends are really good. Probably not that one then, but there. That should be that one. I really like her Haymitch blend too. It's got smoked tea in it. And it's so good. And I mixed that one with one of her Hobbit ones. And it's just so good. Because the Hobbit one is like sweeter and it's got like a pumpkin spice kind of feel to it. So I do that and then a little bit of Haymitch to put some stank on it, and it's really good. That's like my go-to in the winter. Okay, I was thinking that I was going to add some red to the heart shape in the background, but I don't know that I want to do that. Maybe just a little. Because I kind of want to make a nod to the natural color of the rosy cheek. I almost said Laura Keats. Lovebirds. Now, let me see here. See if this makes it obvious enough. So gotta be careful around the edges. But yeah, I really recommend that tea company. They're my favorite. I've been using them almost exclusively for like... Oh, that's too many years. I don't want to say that out loud. I've been using them pretty much exclusively as my tea brand for a very long time. Since I was in college, I'll put it that way. That feels less dangerous than saying the actual year count. Hey, I'm aging. Okay, well apparently the answer is we can get this done today. I wasn't sure if we were going to or if I was going to want to add like a lot more detail, but I think this is good where it's at. There you go. Yeah, we're refining. I'm perhaps fermenting, I think. I think I'm turning into like soy sauce or something. As I am getting saltier the older I get. That's for sure a thing that's happening. I think that's a good color. I think I'm going to add another layer to it to make it a little bit more pigmented once it dries. Is there anything else I want to do to this? I think adding more yellow to the belly for sure. And then maybe another green wash over over this side, I think. Because this one, it should be a little darker because it's on the opposite side from the light, but I think it's a little too intense perhaps. So we can mess with that. But first, we do a little yellow on the belly. That'll smooth out some of those feather textures too, so that it's like less drastic. I think is the right call, because the feather texture is good, but I want it to be like a vibe and not like carved out specifically, you know. Which this will get us there. But I think that maybe means that I take a quick break and then I bring out the other project I've been working on from the back room. Or maybe I just end and we call it for today. Because I do know there's people that I like streaming, so we could go hang out with people. And go do my work by myself instead. I do have some work that I should do off stream too. I also have shelves to hang up in my bedroom. That's a thing. Yeah. I guess it's not really that late, but I could also eat lunch at like a normal people time. That would be a thing I could do. Oh, I 100% have not taken a progress photo at any point during this stream. That's fine. I just forget. Like, I get into what I'm doing. I can't be bothered. Thank you. Yeah, it's more just like I don't know what I want to do. I do have I've been working on those little snowflake and rose stickers for envelopes because I want to have more options for different colors for when, well, if I expand the greeting card selection. I know words. So we could work on that a little bit, but I don't know that I'm feeling it today. We could also just sit here for a bit, which we will probably do anyway, honestly. Because I, for one, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm definitely one of those people who is not good at transitioning from one task to another. I need more time in between to like readjust. I think we have a little bit too much light right there. Because I can see the paper coming through. The water! Okay. I'm guessing that's Shawnee. Yeah. Thank you, Shawnee. Okay. I think an oider. Actually, you know what? I've thought of something I want to do to this. Because part of the reason I didn't finish the branch here is because I wanted this to fade out a little bit. So we're gonna smudge up these edges a little bit. And I think I'm also going to make a little bit of like light lines over here. Because that'll make it easier to change the digital file to fit on a greeting card. And I don't need it to be like hella light on the edges, but a little bit will be good. I think it will make it feel a little less samey, I guess is what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I'm just doing this. That's what you need to know. We're just doing this now. It's okay. I think lightening it up on the edges is actually gonna make that a little bit better. And this is the good thing about watercolors. You can just lay it down and then lift some of it back up, and it's just like, yeah, sure, bud. I'll leave. It's like, thanks. Appreciate you. You're getting the fuck out of here when I asked you to. Ooh, then we can do a tape peel. We haven't done a tape peel on stream in a long time. I haven't been taping stuff down. Yeah, it really is just like baby shit yellow. Gosh, this is so bright again. This is the problem with using natural light. think that's a little better. It's always hard to tell. I don't know. But let's do some like little streakies here so that it has the vibe of some light going through the trees, perhaps. That looks way more drastic on camera than it does in person. I think maybe a little bit of more yellow there. And then it will vibe. Yeah. Okay. I do want to do another layer of the like pinky color in the back. And then I think this is done, except for the highlights in the eyes. That's the other thing I wanted to do. Eventually I'll remember everything.
That's
Right?
gay.
That is gay. You're so right, Shawnee. These words are gay. Not as obviously gay as all the cardinal cards that are out there, but you know. Yeah, gay birds, for sure. Okay, that's good. Now we do a little highlight. Oh, I want the center one too. Where are you? Here. We'll do a bigger one for right here. And then the thinner one for the, I don't know what the right word for that is. What word am I trying to say? For the reflect shine? Is that it? I don't know. This little bit right here. There. I might smudge the highlight a little bit on the beaks, actually. Just because that line is pretty defined, and I would like it to be a little bit smoother. Like that. That's much better. Ooh, except for the fact that I got that wet. Well, that paint was still wet. It's fine, don't worry about it. Now we're gonna be leaking pigment in there for the rest of eternity. Okay. I think our burps are done. gonna let that dry a little bit more before I take the thing off, the tape. I don't have words. I've run out of words. Oh, I guess I probably should end early so that I can go get those postcards finished so that I can order them before the sale runs out, actually. That's probably the smartest thing I could do. Is that what I will do? Hopefully. I was just like working on the back because for the fronts I just have the painting, so it's not a big deal, but there is still some stuff that I want to change on this. Because I want to change the little stamp thing here so that it matches the rest of it better. Buddy. I said buddy because I saw Shawnee say buddy. I don't think I do today, but I do use other people's streams as like body doubling a lot of times, so we could go, because I know Rainbow was trying an earlier stream today, so she started about when I started this morning, so we could go hang out with Rainbow while she's doing stuff. Yeah, and then I can also work on those other things, and what else do I need to work on? The sticker design. I have so much work all the time, you guys. Wayne. Although I think tonight I'm probably gonna do like a not work time and like take an edible and just vibe for a bit. But I don't like working on digital stuff on stream because I can't, like, we were able to do digital art for a while I was streaming, but my laptop just can't handle it anymore. She throws a hissy fit if I try to do that, so. Yeah, I just took a photo. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more, and then I'll take another photo once it's untaped. Once it's naked, if you will. Because I feel like, I don't know, maybe not naked exactly, but I feel like the tape is like, I don't know, a wrist brace or something for a painting. It's like a support garment. I am really pleased with how those eyes turned out, though. It's really good. I'm getting better at eyes. The reflection in eyes is like really hard. That and like glass are both things that are like, huh? You know? I do want to smudge the down here just a little bit because it's too intense, actually. I could also put my hand in wet paint again. You guys love when I do that. There we go, that's better. I don't think so. Like, I like watching birds as long as they aren't next to me, so like the art is kind of the same vibe. It's just when they're like touching me or like coming at me that I don't like. But like I said, I think last stream, the Oregon Zoo has a lorikeet exhibit where you can walk in with little cups of nectar and hold it out, and they'll land on your hand and eat like the watered down juice out of the little paper cup. I do that when I'm there, and like it does freak me out, but it freaks me out less than it used to. Although I haven't done that in like a really long time. But yeah. But I did spend a fair amount of time around birds as a kid, and some of them were evil birds, aka geese, who would try to murder you while you were trying to get to your swim lesson. And my parents had a friend who had parrots, and one of the parrots was just like absolutely obsessed with me. So anytime we went over there, she'd have her parents out. One was an African gray, and one, I don't remember the right word for the kind of parrot, but one of those little green ones, the little guys. And her name was Poppy, and Poppy loved me. So she always had the parrots out of their cages when there was company and stuff so that they could interact. And Poppy would always sit on my shoulder and groom my hair just because she was super into me. And like, that's a sweet thing for a bird to do. But because I was so scared of birds, I would just be sitting there crying the entire time. and trying to move like the least amount possible while I was sobbing so that I didn't freak out Poppy. Yeah. Like that's very sweet of Poppy to do, but also I was so scared. I think bird exposure is not the only thing at play there. The birds themselves still feel a little flat to me. I think that's just because I've been staring at it for so long. Yeah, it didn't help that the adults all thought it was hilarious. So they continually re-put me into that situation. Yeah. Just another instance of me being not in on the joke, you know? Which, for bullied kids, is pretty common, I think. But I do really like my parents' friend who has the parrots. She's very sweet, and I like her. But she didn't really... I don't think she knew how scared of birds I was, because I tried to be polite whenever I was over there. But my dad knew. And I think he did that on purpose. Okay, last piece of tape. And there we go. Yeah, I have a few moments where you could do that, Shawnee. Some of them you know, and some of them you don't. Yeah, that looks like burbs. I do still think they looked a little flat in the body. But we can pretend that's a stylistic choice, huh? Maybe I'll just do a little of like wash shading over the top and see what I think about that. I mean, if I don't like it, then we're stuck with that, honestly, but it's fine. Let's just keep working on it. Nothing could go wrong. I'm sure of it. I think just doing like... Because I think I did do like a kind of wash shading and then I went over it with a bunch of texture. Which means I lost some of the original shading. I have put a lot of pigment down on this page. Just adding like a little bit more through here so that it's clear. Clearer will help. Really, we just had it taped down for the background and then I just left it there because I was like, whatever. And I think there's way more pigment than I meant to pick up. Calm down. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That's better. Okay. Kitten! That's great. Great day at work for you. Congratulations. Yeah, okay, that shading makes that feel a lot better. Okay, I feel better about this already. Oh, baby orange. Orange kitties are so cute. I've never had an orange kitty. Okay. Okay, I think this is done for realsies now. How many times have I said that at this point? 3? Like, oh wait, we need to do, no, let's finish. Let's be done with this now. Okay. But I think this will make such a cute greeting card, don't you guys think? Maybe I can let it dry a little bit and then scan it, and I can send it in for a postcard today too, and we can see what we think about that. Because I just need to order 25 of each design, like that's the minimum order. I think I can double check and see if maybe I can just order like 10 or something and see what I think. But I think this will be such a cute little romance card. Great tomato, cool. Yeah, I'll probably, actually, you know what? I'll probably send one of the postcards to my parents' friend who has the parrots. I bet she'd like it too. Because she had an African gray and then Poppy, who was one of the little green ones, whose name, I never remember the right name for those parrots. And she also had like a little zebra finch. I remember that she got partway through. What's the African gray's name? Desi. She named both of her parrots after opera characters, because she and my parents used to go to the opera together. Back when we lived in Portland. Okay, I think that's it for today. I think I'm gonna go raid somebody and work on my other little tasks so that I can get this order in today, because it won't be super expensive, and it being on sale will really help. Yeah. All right. Let me. Because I know Rainbow's live, but let me look and see if there's somebody else that I might want to pop in on. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Always nice to spend time with you. Yeah, I think Rainbow is my choice. There are some other options, but I like Rainbow. Excellent, Tomato. We love to hear it. Oh, also, Tomato, I need to message you about something. I'm gonna sass you about a choice you've made on your Patreon. Because you're undercharging for something by a lot, and you're gonna hear about it. Okay, let's move over to the ending screen, because that's what's happening, even though it looked like this was what was happening at the beginning of stream too, because your girl was not organized this morning. Okay, I can close that out so that my computer isn't quite as stressed. Lol, as if. My poor computer. She works so hard for us. She wasn't made to do this, though. Okay. Yeah, you take care too, Diabra. All you take care of yourselves, get your eats, you know, that kind of stuff, or whatever else you should be doing, depending on your time zone. Shawnee has put the rate commands in chat. The first one has emoji that you can use anywhere on Twitch, no matter your subscription status. The second one has an emote that you can use on Twitch if you are subscribed to my channel. So please copy and pasta the one that is applicable to you. We're gonna go raid Rainbow. We raid Rainbow all the time. You guys know Rainbow. If you don't know Rainbow, you're in for a treat, because she's great. I'm not sure what she's doing today. I just know she's streaming. She usually does games on Fridays. But she also has been working pretty hard on some arts. So, Oh, it would help if I put the raid command in my chat and not in Rainbow's chat. Just again. Again, it's a day. My brain is not necessarily online. Oh, that's right. She was gonna do On Your Tail today. I remember. She told us that yesterday. Yeah, which will be fun. But she also is working on secret projects, so. But she's a nice place to hang out, no matter what you're planning to do with the rest of your day. She also doesn't have a lot of super huge sounds, so if you want to just like leave her on while you fall asleep, that's generally a good vibe too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you all on Tuesday again, and we'll be working on something. Maybe I will get a sketch accomplished in between now and then so that we can continue working on our color of the month. But until then, take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of and be kind to yourself or yourself, please do so for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things, including from yourself, even on the days when it's really hard. We're going to see the longer I stream how much faster I can say that entire thing. And eventually you won't even be able to tell what I'm saying. You'll just know it in your heart. So yeah, everybody take care. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, let's all go merge our tabs together. All right, I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Bye.